Hello there.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We got a very fun match for you today. We got Brandon Cohen going up against Brian Nussbaum. This is very exciting. I'm looking forward to this one. Brian, pretty new to the leagues, but has had a good run in singles and in teams, even in the losses, played very well. Brandon, I think kind of the same thing. He's had really good matches in his losses, really great matches in his wins. He comes in as the higher ranked player here today, as the veteran player, if you will, even though he's only been here for like a year. But I think both these people, fun personalities, know a lot about movies, or maybe they don't. We'll find out. Let's go talk to them right now in the promos.
The Twilight Saga has returned.
Yes,
It's good to be back. I can play with you.
As a manager, not as a teammate, so I cannot help you. I can only guide you in the right direction.
I can't play by myself.
You can, but I do have something to say before we go to the match. This match is starting late because somebody didn't show up on time. Can you imagine the disrespect of showing late, or maybe not showing at all, to a scheduled match? I would never associate with somebody that does that. So, yeah, take it into consideration for next time. Brandon, don't give Brian Disney, and you should be fine.
Okay.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, we're Mary Poppins, y'all. Not this time in teams, this part in singles. Brian Nussbaum here to beat Brandon Cohen, who's a very likable guy. I really like him. How you feeling, Brian?
Good. Haven't got to win the singles. Hope it's the day happens.
This is the day. You don't give him Disney because he is an expert in Wish. He don't give him Pixar either. I'm very happy to see Nazario here. We the other people are here to help the white people get a win. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Back to you, Tim.
Helping the white people get a win. Always. I feel like that's okay. All right, let's get into it with round number one. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions from the players?
Nope.
No.
Shabadoo.
All right. Your first question is going to come in the category of DC. In The Dark Knight, Bruce's first request to Lucius Fox is to make a new suit with special attention to protecting against what kind of animal? I totally have the wheel ready. Don't worry. It's ready. It's ready. I think it's ready. I just got to pick Nick's favorite colors. Hit apply, wheel changes, do the spin, and 5. Now it's ready. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brandon.
That's for spelunking, but I don't know the animal, so I said wolves.
And let's go to Brian.
Bats?
Both are incorrect. We're looking for dogs.
Oh, interesting.
Wolves are no.
All right, are you challenging, Brandon?
No, if he says dog.
Okay. Your next question is in the category of sci-fi icons. In Alien, after Captain Dallas dies, who takes command of the Nostromo? Great movie. Very much looking forward to the new one in this series, which by the time you have seen this has come out, but in the time we live in right now, comes out in like 2 weeks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
But I'm also seeing, is it Ellen Ripley?
And Brandon.
Ripley.
Ripley is correct. So tied up, one apiece. Your next question is in the category of criminal underworld. In The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Sean is sent to Tokyo to live with what family member? This movie's not very good. I remember when it came out and everyone was like, "Gosh, shit's so good. Oh my God. Vin Diesel, he shows up in the wall." Did not have a great time.
You a Bow Wow fan?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
His uncle?
And Brian.
Grandmother?
Both are incorrect. We were looking for father. Father.
Oh.
All right. Your next question is in the category of Pixar. In The Incredibles, what activity does Bob tell Helen he is going to go do when he is actually secretly listening for crimes? I tested this match on a few multiplex regulars last night. I tested it on Cody Newberry, Kaleb Koho, and Jeremy Potters. 2 of them got this question right. 1 of them got it wrong. The person who got it wrong was pissed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Bowling.
And Brandon.
Bowling.
Bowling is correct.
I guessed.
2-2 is correct. Your next question is in the category of horror icons. Which actor has played Dr. Sam Loomis the most times in a Halloween film? I like the Halloween films. I also like the season of the Halloween. It's very nice. I like the cool fall air. And let's not forget the candy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon, let's go to you.
I don't know.
And Brian.
Donald Pleasance.
Donald Pleasance is correct. So it is 3-2 in favor of Brian. Your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. In Aquaman, Arthur's father works at what kind of location? We will take a general answer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
A lighthouse.
And Brandon.
So down on the docks.
I think we can only accept lighthouse in this situation. We were looking for lighthouse. Was the answer, not specifically. It was the answer. So, unless there is a challenge.
No.
Okay. All right. Your next question. The score is 4-2. Your next question is in the category of epic adventures. In The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Gandalf leaves the decision on whether to pass through Moria or not to who? Whom? I never know when to use the whom or the who. And I'm not getting anything from Nazario or Eric to tell me if it should be who or whom. Guys, English, not the first language, right? I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
Aragorn.
And Brian.
Put Samwise Gamgee.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Frodo. Frodo. Let the ring bearer decide. So, guys, your next question is in the category of the Wizarding World. Who directed Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? This is the one where there is secrets to be had. They're found in a chamber. And Harry Potter's there. And the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to, I don't remember where we are. Brian.
Chris Columbus.
And Brandon.
David Yates.
Chris Columbus is correct. So it is 5-2 as we get into your next question. It's in the category of James Bond. The question is, in Casino Royale, who kills Le Chiffre? This is one of those famous who kills Le Chiffre questions. Excuse me. Oh, man. 5. What a day. 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is going to be the first repeat for Brandon. Your question again. In Casino Royale, who kills Le Chiffre? I have the sniffles. I've been sick for like a week and a half now. Feeling better, but still got the sniffles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
For James Bond.
Good guess. And then Brian.
Is it Vesper?
Both incorrect. We were looking for Mr. White. Mr. White.
I was looking for the name Vesper, so good thing that was wrong.
All right, guys. Your final question in this round is going to be in the category of American Spies. Your question is, in the Bourne Ultimatum, Ezra Kramer is the director of what organization? Though I am seeing now I did not put a question mark in the doc when I wrote this question. So is it even really a question? Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Is this Stress Zone?
And let's go to Brandon.
For the CIA.
The CIA is correct.
Wow. See, I was trying to think of Threadstone. I couldn't think of that. Treadstone.
Brandon cuts into the lead a little bit. It is 5-3 as we get into round number 2. It is the wheel round. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check down to multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Law & Order, Pixar, Marvel, MCU, sci-fi icons, Star Wars, and horror icons. So, Brian, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer to Brandon?
Eric, what do you think? Go first or second?
I think with the lead you have and the wheel we are looking at, we can afford to take something out of the wheel. So I'll say let him go second.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll go first.
Okay.
He'll go first? No.
I will. Cause,
okay, good.
Yeah, because Politics was Jade's off, so.
Sure.
What is happening?
I think
are you skipping?
I said you defer. I probably used the wrong word, so that's a miscommunication issue with me. But whatever you want to do, you do.
I need a final from Brian.
I will defer.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll bring in Nazario.
That was hilarious.
This is going to be this.
That's the wrong choice, but okay.
For Brandon. It lands on sci-fi icons.
Brandon, do you want to get?
I like everything but 2 of them. So let's go again.
You want to get a cup of coffee? Wake up, because you are kind of sleeping that round 1.
Yeah, I'm not smart in these questions. I don't know why it's such a shocker when I suck in round 1. But round 2 is where I come alive. Spin it again.
Let's go. Spin that shit again. Yeah.
All right. This spin brought to you by Abigail, streaming exclusively on Peacock. It lands on horror icons.
Good luck.
Okay.
That was nice. All right, Brandon.
Sponsored by Abigail.
Brandon, are you ready for your questions in horror icons?
This wheel sponsored by Abigail, so never mind. I don't want to get
it. Right. Yeah, that's fair. Your first question, Brandon. Which Halloween film features the death of Michael's caretaker, Dr. Sartain?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, The Curse of Michael Myers, B, Halloween Resurrection, C, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, or D, Halloween 2018.
D, 2018.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was thinking that first time.
All right, your next question. Which horror icon's actor said the quote, "It's the chair for you, kid"?
It's not a nice thing to say. Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Robert Englund, B, Jamie Lee Curtis, C, Malcolm McDowell, or D, Betsy Palmer.
Malcolm McDowell.
That is incorrect. Brian, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Robert Englund, B, Jamie Lee Curtis, C, Malcolm McDowell, or D, Betsy Palmer?
Robert England?
That is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, your next question. In Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason is confronted by a gang in Times Square. How does he scare them off?
I've only seen the Muppets Take Manhattan. Multiple choice.
All right, your question or your answers are A, bends a pole, B, kills a cat, C, shows his face, or D, throws a trash can.
He shows his scary face.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, Alice dreams that she has grown old and is still working at the diner. Her older self then brings her what type of food with her friends' faces on it?
I'm gonna take a shot here. A pie.
That is incorrect. Brian, chance for a 2 point steal.
Diner, so probably pancakes?
Also incorrect. We were looking for A, or not A. You didn't see the multiple choice. Pizza was the answer. Pizza.
Okay.
Pizza pie.
Pizza time.
Are you challenging?
No.
Okay.
I have to point out all the reasons I could, but unless Cesario wants to fight that one. No, we're good.
You want to be brought in, Nazario? Yes?
Did you just say pie?
I said pie.
Is pizza considered a pie?
Oh my god.
Some people call it a pie.
Technically speaking, has pizza ever in the English language been reserved as a pie, referenced as a pie?
Yes.
Challenge.
Okay, challenge.
All right, we'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back. We talked about that a lot longer than I thought we were going to. I talked to Nick. I talked to Maggie. We decided that not all pies are pizza, but all pizzas are pies. Therefore, pie is not acceptable. Though we did not say specific. We were looking for a type, and had Brandon given a non-specific answer like Italian food, we probably would have given him the points, but unfortunately, we cannot give him the points for pie. Brian missed the steal, though pancakes was a multiple choice option. And when I texted last night, somebody said, "Hey, they don't serve pizza at diners. What the fuck?"
That's why I didn't say pizza.
So we are going to move on to Brandon's final question in this round. Brandon, your final question is: in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, the main killer, Roy, has what profession?
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. Your question again. In Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, the main killer, Roy, had what profession?
He was a chef.
That is incorrect. Though I don't know why I'm laughing. Brian, chance for a 2 point steal.
Yes, it was very easy to do multiple choice, but I'm going to guess a doctor.
That's also incorrect. We were looking for a paramedic. A paramedic. So
is it a paramedic a sort of a doctor though, or
you are welcome to challenge if you want.
Eric? Should we challenge?
No, it's fine. If you had said nurse maybe, but a doctor is too broad to try to. I won't put him through that again.
Okay, then we won't challenge.
That one wouldn't need as much research.
That one's easier.
But with that, Brandon gets his total up to 5. But with the steal earlier, Brian is at 6. So we're going to bring back the wheel. And Eric, once again, this is going to be the spin for Brian.
Yeah, that was good for us. That's what I wanted to happen. Like what? Except for the challenge part.
It lands on Law and Order.
I think you can do better. Like I know you're better than me in this one. I know that for sure. But I think we can risk it. We have a decent lead.
Yeah, spin again, please.
Okay. This is what you're going to be stuck with. And it lands on the MCU.
Okay. Sounds good.
Remember to use multiple, and you know the drill.
Yes.
All right. Brian, are you ready for your questions in the category of the MCU?
Yes, Tim.
All right. Your question is, which MCU film features the death of the High Priestess Aisha?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
That is correct for 2 points.
I was hoping that 2 would come out.
Your second question, who composed the score for The Avengers?
Alan Silvestri.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question, in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, who tells Shuri and Okoye about where to find Riri Williams?
I'll take multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, Namor, B, Nakia, C, Ross, or D, Valentina.
Ross?
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question. In Spider-Man Far From Home, the glasses that Peter gets from Tony have what acronym?
You want the acronym or the full name?
Either. You can... Well, no, I want the acronym. Sorry.
Edith.
That is correct for 2 points. I thought you meant like spell it out or just...
Yeah, I'll say the full name of it.
I
just want to make sure.
And your final question. In Ant-Man, what does Hank smuggle into Scott's cell using ants, which helps him escape?
The suit.
That is correct for 2 more points. And the clean sweep of MCU. So at the end of round number 2, Brian has a 10-point lead, 15-5. So we are going to get into the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to say the category. You are going to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Any questions from the players?
No.
Okay, the first category you can bet points on is horror icons. Let's get bets, starting with Brandon.
Can I make it a true daily double and bet them all?
No. And Brian?
0.
Okay, here's your question in the category of horror icons. In A Nightmare on Elm Street, the film opens with Freddy hunting Tina in what kind of room? We will take the specific name or a description of the room, if that works, tickles your fancy. Why is Eric a notable prick? Did someone call you that once or something?
It's from a different league he's in.
I think it's irony.
Oh, he's very, very sweet man. I don't know why.
I think it's the irony of it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brian, who bet 0.
A living room?
And let's go to Brandon.
Boiler room.
Boiler room is correct. So 7-15 is the score. Your next category that you can bet points on is YA.
Ugh, prick.
Let's get bets. Starting with Brian.
0.
And Brandon.
2.
All right, same situation. If Brandon hits this, we move on. If he misses, the game is over. Your question is, which YA film features devices called pods, which serve as booby traps to kill those who come near them? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Brian.
Divergent.
And Brandon.
The Hunger Games.
And your winner, Brian Nussbaum. The answer was The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. So Brandon was in the right camp there. But listen, great match. I think Brandon, he was able to get his way through some of those horror icons questions, but wasn't able to fully capitalize on that spin. A valiant challenge, as it were. But Brian had a really strong round 2 and had that lead coming out of round 1, so he was able to bet 0 going into that third round, which helped him get the victory. So good match. Like I said, both players that I'm confident know things and don't know some things about other things. And they're both fun people to have around. I was happy to be here for this one. Let's go talk to them in the post-match interviews.
Well, shit.
Nazario, Brandon. Let me ask you guys. Will you now refer to pizzas as pies for the rest of your existence just to spite me?
Exclusively.
I was already doing that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, got it. Understood.
I go to Domino's and I say, hey, give me a pie.
They would give me a large pie. What would they bring you? Would they bring you, banana cream?
No. Fucking pepperoni and shit.
I agree with you that's what would happen in that instance inside of a Domino's.
Who gets pizza in a diner?
But if you walk into a bakery or a diner and you say, hey, hit me up.
That's why your diner has pizza.
I didn't make the movie.
Why not?
Because I wasn't alive. Oh my God. I don't know, man. Crazy shit. Brandon, how are you feeling? Your mustache looks
feel
great.
after every match. I don't know anything, but I'm so goddamn likable that Tim keeps putting me in matches. So I need to be more of a normal.
I think
prick.
around the thing. You're like the answers are here, and you're like always.
Yeah, I'm so close.
And then you just have to, get it, and then you will be great.
It does suck
Also,
to get my strength stolen, or not, say my strength spun, and then they swip it. That kind of sucks.
That sucks. We wanted to give him Law and Order because he only watches cartoons. He's like me. We don't know the cop thing. We know the cartoon thing. But I do have to say something about his manager, Eric Ibarra. I knew a guy with the last name Ibarra once. He ripped me off. So I assume every Ibarra is a dick.
Notable prick.
Fair.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll ask the age-old question, but I'll ask it to Nazario. Nazario, who should Brandon play next?
Mark
I already beat him.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, didn't you guys play?
Yeah, that was a lot. He wasn't there for that, but that was my last match.
Let me see who else.
I'll give my normal answer: the lowest ranked person.
Yes, that's a fair one.
I'm the gatekeeper of this league.
The lowest ranked person right now, as that stands. That's well, now that Brian was tied for the lowest, but he has a win. But it's because he didn't have a win, and now he has a win. So there's a couple other people down there that we can throw your way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make it in the league, you got to go through me.
I love it. Guys, congrats on a match well played. Like I said, love having you here. We'll see you guys next time. The saga has spoken.
The saga!
I got to keep that in somehow. I'm just going to let this thing run. That was funny. He has lost. Brian, welcome. Congrats on the win, man. 1-2 on the record now. We're Mary Poppins, y'all. How are you guys feeling about the match?
I feel good, but the round two saved me. Got a big lead, and then I was able to knock Brandon out, and glad I got my first win in singles.
Yeah, I was worried about the miscommunication there. I was positive I told you to let him go first, but I told you to let him go second. So it's on me. It's on
It's all
my
good.
stuff. It was probably my cousin who ripped off Nazario, but I don't know. Like, it could happen. I have family like that. I'm not denying anything as long as I didn't do it. This was fun. It went exactly as I expected to happen. And I love Brandon, but I know he doesn't watch horror. That's why we played together, and I picked horror stuff, so he didn't have to answer that. But once we went team up, and I knew I wasn't worried about Brian picking MCU because he's good at it, so it went great.
Yeah, guys, I do have unfortunate news. It does mean that even though you won, the season's at an end, but you're for your singles career. But you're on the uptick now. You're at 1-2 and a +1. You're gonna get another match pretty early on next season. Who are you guys looking for? Like, is there anybody in your crosshairs that, I guess in teams as well, but mainly in singles for you, Brian? Like, who are you looking at to take on next?
Yeah, looking at the recent matches, maybe Zach Shelton or Richie Goodnick could be a good match in the near future.
Interesting. I agree. I think both of those would be very interesting matches. I would love to see either one of those. So, Brian, I thought this was a really dominant performance.
Yep.
Great job.
Thank you.
And Eric being in your corner was just what a notable prick. But
Correct.
You kind of need to be mean to make it. So you kind of need to hear.
Great job, guys. Great job to you, Brian, on the win. Congrats. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Our pies, pizzas, our pizza spies. Who knows? Maybe we'll answer next time on the next episode of Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you to everybody, and thank you to Nick for writing and all that stuff. We'll see you next time. Bye.